Hello everyone, Chris here. In today's video, I'd like to give you a low elo tier list for Overwatch 2 Season 6, so you can take these characters, implement everything I tell you here, so you can improve at the game, rank up, and have more fun playing Overwatch. Let's get started. Let's start off with tanks, and we have D.Va, Ramattra, and Orisa. D.Va is going to be an exceptional choice for maps with high verticality where you have to access high grounds, as well as she is incredibly strong versus pretty much every single hitscan character. She can deny ultimates, she can play a whack-a-mole game where you are punishing the aggression of other players by constantly going in and out of the fight. You can use your thrusters every 3.5 seconds to really gain an advantage. You can see a person on the enemy team that's out of position. You use your boosters to get into him, and even if you don't kill him, you have to understand that Overwatch is not about kills, it's about drawing resources. It's about making sure that Baptiste that you are jumping on uses his lamp. It's about the fact that Ana is way out of position and way out of fight for the next 5 to 10 seconds, and you, with lower cooldown, can also go for the enemy tank who's out of position or snap to other squishy to get nice advantage. Ramattra is another great choice for the tank, as his abilities are very easy to use, but at the same time you can have insane value with them. The fact that you have shield, you can block insane amounts of burst damage with your form block, you can go for an insane assassination onto the squishes in the backline and pretty much ignore the tank, or if the enemy tank is diving your backline, you can peel for it. It means that you can protect your own backline, or you can go for the enemy one, and your slow is incredibly valuable. If you can land it onto 2 or 3 people, you can literally burst down players even without your form, just by using your ranged left click. Character is super strong, and if you are staying in a line of sight of your supports who can heal you reliably, you are an unstoppable, unkillable force, especially in a lower elo. Character is very easy, very fun, and super overpowered for lower levels of play. And for the final low elo choice of a tank, we have Orisa. Very counterintuitive choice, but in reality, this character is super duper unkillable. If you are pressing your skin, which is your shift ability, you become absolutely invulnerable. Even if 5 players on the enemy team are trying to do something to you, you don't even feel a thing. So incredibly overpowered, especially in lower elo, where you can literally play around corner and stay alive for as long as you want. You have a very nice ability to deny space, you have a very nice ability to have pretty much very neutral or favorable 1 versus 1 against enemy tanks, as it might be a massive problem, because if you're playing Reinhardt, there are one too many characters that can easily counter you. If you are playing Roadhog, there are just so many counters to you. When you are playing Orisa, it feels like you can play around everything, with everything, and against everything. Character is super fun to use, super nice, and if you can learn how to land your javelins, oh my god, Orisa is going to be your best friend. For the DPS role, we have Torbjorn, Ashe, and Soldier. Torbjorn is by far one of my favorite chill DPS character. It is so easy to have insane value on him. It is like you are not risking anything when you are playing Torbjorn. You can just pew 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 from a very far distance. Since you don't have any damage drop off, it feels like you can 2-tap players from across the map. You can go for an insane assassination and loosen up these squishes for your team to finish them up. Your turret is a great annoying tool to make players uncomfortable, to make sure that you are placing it on the high ground, you're placing it on an off angle, so enemies have to turn around or go an extra mile to do something against it. You, with the recent buff, become an insane machine gun with Torbjorn, especially if you press your E button, which is an overload ability. Character is super fun to use, super easy, and every single time I feel like I am dropping ranks because I'm playing hard character or I'm playing character that I need to learn, I'm just playing Torb and getting my rank back easily. I've seen so many players hit Grandmaster with Torbjorn, even though they were mid-masters on different DPS characters before. Ashe is going to be another great character for low elo to utilize on maps with verticality. You can play this character into every single comp, against every single comp, and have insane value, especially if you can learn how to land headshots, how to go for an interesting tag where you left click, right click to get more DPS onto a target that's close to you. If you can understand how to take high grounds and go for advantageous positions and pair it up with a trustworthy mercy pocket, you become an unstoppable force. Imagine you are pew-pewing enemies on the high ground with the damage boost. It takes you 2 shots to finish off a squishy with a headshot body shot, and then you throw dynamite onto 3 people and they're burning away and crying for help while you are ranking up effortlessly. Soldier is going to fall in the same category as Ashe, but something tells me that Soldier is a little bit easier to utilize for newer players. His damage is a lot more consistent, and if you can learn how to land your right clicks, go for off angles and destroy squishes before you shoot an enemy shield, this character is going to be your best friend. Soldier is super nice in the current meta, and even though they nerfed him quite a bit, it still does not matter. There are plethora of characters that are making mistakes on low elo games, and you can punish them for it with Soldier. You can make sure that enemy tank that's out of position is never going back to his team and getting heals, instead going for the respawn because you hit all your bullets onto him. It takes aim, it takes skill, and it takes practice and time to really learn Soldier. And in terms of the training, I recommend you going for the custom code VAXTA and really going for that tracking, improving in that part, and then going for a game and destroying everyone with it. For the support category, we have Ana, Kiriko, and Baptiste. A very counterintuitive choice, but let me explain. When it comes to playing Ana, you have to understand that she is literally the highest impact character in the game if you are being untouched. If you can get yourself in a position that no one can really access you, if you can learn how to throw your nades and make sure that your dive tank is following up on them, or brawl tank, if you can learn to throw a nade both on your tank and on the enemy tank and help him win a team fight like that, it's going to be detrimental. Yes, Ana is a difficult character that requires skill, and I recently did an Ana guide, so you can check it out on my channel. I explain everything I know about this character and ways that you can improve on her. You need to be a pretty good aimer in terms of playing Ana. You need to understand the game, but when you do, oh my god, Ana is going to be your best friend for support. Hands down my favorite personal character, and I started playing her and went from bronze to almost Grandmaster in 3 seasons. Kiriko is going to be another great choice for the support, and she is exceptionally powerful against certain tanks such as Junker Queen. She completely counters her ultimate. She can counter D.Va Bomb, she can counter Zarya Graph, she can counter dives, she can go for an insane flanking route and go for double headshots on the squishies. You can play her as a DPS and have more value distracting opponents than if you were to be just a heal bot. Make sure that you always throw a kunai every single time you heal someone. You can go for 2 kunais and then heal, and then make sure that you are constantly taking high grounds, going for an off angle, surprising your opponents with this double kunai power. Close the distance, kill a person, cleanse yourself, and TP out for safety. This is an exceptionally nice playstyle, as in lower ranks no one is really paying attention to you, and even if you do, they will find it so difficult to hit your slim model. This is just a character for real enjoyers. I absolutely love Kiriko. Definitely one of my favorite supports in the game. And for the final support for today's list, we have Baptiste. The fact that you can be self-sufficient, the fact that you have so much heal for yourself on your team makes this character super valuable. You play Baptiste on sniper maps such as Havana, Circuit Royale and Junkertown. You can play Baptiste on maps with verticality such as Numbani, Dorado, Watchpoint Gibraltar. You can play Baptiste with every single brawl tank such as Ramattra, Orisa, Reinhardt, Zarya, Junker Queen. You can play Baptiste and place a window, his ultimate, for yourself and go for an insane clips where you are killing 3, 4, 5 enemies. Jesus Christ, this character is so nice to play. You are going for the high ground, you are saving teammates with your lamp, and it's never going to be a problem for you, because if I were to recommend you Zenyatta and you're like, yo, Chris recommended me Zenyatta, so I'm gonna OTP him, I'm gonna play him every single game, it's not going to work, because you have Mercies on your team, and then you have, God forbid, Ilaris on your team, and you're just never gonna have enough heals. With Baptiste, you are a primary source of heal, but at the same time, you can carry games on your own. Character is very, very strong. Make sure that you learn how to use them in a proper way. This is going to be your best support so far. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully it was helpful. See you in the next one. Take care.